Yes. All right, fellas. We'll go into our tidbits. I can't remember who's kicking us off. I think it might be you, Randall.
Yeah, mate, me kicking off this week. Spencer Strider. So, had his bit of a run last year, and we all saw he looked pretty good. But after 30 MLB starts, Dwight Gooden had 267 Ks. Spencer Strider has 262 Ks. Pretty good comparison there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought
think
that was.
We were talking about him earlier before the show, and the average Ks per 9 inning is huge. So
Yeah, he's just dealing, and where does it stop?
hope it
Hopefully,
doesn't.
Hopefully, hasn't peaked too early.
That is a gem.
15 Ks per 9 innings.
Per 9, yep. It's pretty high, isn't it? It's a pretty good record there. So, yeah, good luck to him. Hopefully, he keeps that going.
It's all due to changing the number 99, the wild thing.
Wild thing. Everyone loves the wild thing.
Love it. I actually watched a little bit of that on my last night shift. I'm always up for a bit of a laugh at that 2, 3 a.m. and watch some Major League. It's perfect.
Perfect. This come from I think it was just before the weekend. Tampa Bay, the bullpen took the occasional day off today. So the Rays pitching staff, the first 2 weeks of the season, had 19 earned runs. The Rays pitching staff against the Blue Jays the other night gave up 19 earned runs. I think the score was 20-1.
Yeah.
I think roughly.
Yeah, it was.
Tampa Bay have been lights out. Their pitching has been lights out all year. Yeah, I guess you can't win them all. Obviously, can you? You can't be on every day. But
No.
Yeah, no one was on that day.
No, it was quality to see some at bats with the positional players as well throwing. That was good.
Yeah,
good to see.
It was a massive score. It was just a massive blowout. But yeah, to give up 19 earned runs in the first 2 weeks, and to have that matched, doubled it in one outing. So one game.
I love from that game the ball that Vladdy got struck out on. He actually signed it. He signed it and said, "You got me good," or something like that. So that's a cool souvenir for the position player that sort of struck him out, but then gave up a bomb next to that. But
yeah. There's the same thing also happened with Shoei. There was a pitch. There was a fielder that pitched and struck out Shoei. Not sure.
It was in the Classic. It was in the World Baseball Classic.
Was that the Classic? Was it?
Yeah, someone threw 3 pitches, nothing harder than like 65 miles an hour, and Shoei signed the ball for him. It was one of the lesser known countries. Czech Republic, it might have been.
Yeah. Oh, that was. He was an electrician.
Yeah, that's the electrician.
And he had the same little thing. He put a little comment on there. What a nasty pitch, or something like that, or that pitch was nasty, or something like that, and signed it. I love it. I think that's great. Great for the game.
It's unreal. It is. All right. I think, Davo, you're up. If I can get him on there.
Yep. So starting with the golf again this week. We mentioned last week golf, but this week Sam Snead made 42 holes in one, which is a crazy enough stat as it is. But of those 42, making at least one hole in one with every club in his bag except the putter. So he's had the driver out, so he must have had a hole in one on a par 4 or something. But 42 hole in ones. Like, you struggle just to try and get one in your lifetime, and he's had 42.
That's insane.
Must be the hat, mate. Have a go at that hat.
That's
absolutely
style.
Sensational, isn't it?
That is
42 hole in ones.
Yeah.
Mate, I haven't had that many at putt golf.
Yeah.
Me either, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's just crazy.
Have you blokes had a hole in one on the golf course?
No,
mate. I've probably had 42 shots to on one hole.
Yeah.
But
I reckon we could probably count a few more 3-putts than most
The
as well.
the old man's had one, and back in the day they used to put it in the newspaper like someone had a hole in one. So it had P. Davidson hole in one. So I cut that out. I'll claim that one. So
Beautiful.
that's the closest I've ever gotten to a hole in one.
I love it.
No, mate, take it. It's your name.
Yep.
That's it. I think my brother's had one on the downhill at Sugar Valley.
Par 3.
Gold one and
Par 3
went
downhill.
in. You beauty.
Rolled down all the way.
Hey, he'll
So my
take
next
it.
one, back to the baseball. Good old Roger Clemens. So on this day in 2002, Clemens became the third pitcher to strike. Oh God, I'm gonna have to put my eyes on to read this one. He became the third pitcher to strike out. Oh God, hang on. I'm 50 now. Became the third major leaguer to strike out 10 or more batters in at least 100 games. So Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson are the other two hurlers to have accomplished that feat. So that's not a bad effort from a power pitcher either, to strike out 10 or more batters in at least 100 games.
That's
The only thing I've got to say to you about this one, Davo, is his uniform, mate.
Oh, it's shitty ass uniform. I hated those years.
I'd rather
Didn't
vomit
mind
on
Houston.
myself.
I didn't mind Houston. I enjoyed Toronto, but no, the Yankee uniform is just can't do it.
Can't do it.
No.
What's in the Magic Cup for your 50th, Davo?
Oh, mate, good old Bundy rum.
Bit of
Just
Bundy.
a nice Sabero that Brotho bought us for my birthday. It's an
beauty.
aged one that's smooth as.
Smooth. Lovely.
Perfect.
All right. I'm up. All right. So I watched Craig Kimbrell take his 400th career save, but Kenley Jansen got his 400th career save in May 2023. He used to pitch for the Braves, got number 400 in Atlanta. Craig Kimbrell also got his 400th career save in May. He used to pitch for the Braves, got number 400 in Atlanta. Pretty cool
Yeah,
stuff.
buddy. That's good, isn't it? I'm impressed with that.
I watched Kimbrell, and he was dealing too. It was good to see.
Good to see him find back. We'll try and get back to that form he had before.
Yeah,
he hasn't quite been the same the last few years.
no,
just struggled.
Pretty crazy feat, considering 400 saves. There's not a lot of guys who have reached 400, and to both do it in the same month against the same team.
Yeah,
can't see it happening again.
And you know what? The Atlanta Braves are no slouches either. They're not. It's not the Washington Nationals or anyone in 2023. It's the Braves. They'll be a team that'll be looking for a flag. So,
mate, just TF Hudson. He's also hole in one the 14th at Waratah, mate.
Just rubbing it in now.
Another par 3. Good one.
He needs to go back and watch that stat from last week. The bloke that didn't lose a ball. That's how he plays. Just tap, tap, tap down the middle.
Yeah, old Betsy down the middle.
That happens in putt, doesn't it?
What's the old wood he's got? Is he still tapping around with that old wood? The old Great Western or whatever it is?
Old Betsy. His old Betsy down the middle. The old wood.
Beauty. That thing is older than Davo, I reckon.
That's saying something.
My last one I've got here, Maddox. We talk about him all the time. This one is a classic. When Greg Maddox broke Jim Cart's record for Gold Gloves, he told him the only record I now have is the oldest pitcher to steal a base. Later that season, Maddox stole the base and called Cart to tell him right after. Absolute gem, and Maddox was an absolute legend. Loved every bit about him.
And he'd see that as motivation. That was the type of prick he was. He just had to outdo someone, and you don't egg him on.
No, that's it. And I just love that there's a million stats about him. and we talk about his gold gloves and all the different things, and he was just an absolute pitching gem. But anyway, that rounds out our tidbits. Our tidbits was sponsored by SoRare. You can build your own fantasy baseball dynasty and win amazing rewards with SoRare. Go and check them out. I'll leave the link down there in the description so you can go and get your own team. And Dave, how'd you go with your SoRare this week?
Shit house.
No good?
Nah.
Did you
Mate.
claim your reward today? Did you get a reward today, or
I haven't been on today, so I will
get a judge card?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I'll get down there after this before I go to bed and just see what eventuated.
Yes. Well, check out SoRare. It is good. You have got